Yo, what's up, man?
Get on over here. Look, let's put that game behind us right now. It was just one game, and we got another one just ahead. Let's stay focused and get prepared for it. Today, we're gonna work on stopping teams from getting easy buckets in transition. Coaches, set up the drills. Let's get it, fellas. Good work, team. Let's get one more drill in. Let's... Now that we're done, get out there and put up some shots. Hey, DJ.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, this is
We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Charlotte Hornets. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So look at that jam.
Wow. Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. And DJ is not afraid to rip out these insane dunks, these crazy throwdowns. Moments like this prove that he is indeed the real deal.
Clark, how long into a season do you wait until win-loss counts really start to matter?
I don't know if you can put a specific timeline on it, Kevin, but I think you kind of look at the season in maybe 10-day windows or 5-game windows, maybe a month window. It varies from coach to coach. For me personally, I would try to look at things in 10-day to 2-week windows and then evaluate from that standpoint.
The first free throw is good. And the Utah Jazz back in 2014, the worst defensive team in the league by points per possession. Greg, it's been a dramatic turnaround.
One of the premier defensive teams now in our league in terms of their imposing paint presence. Not a team that gambles for steals or deflections. They keep you in front and force you to play over the top.
Jerebko kicks to Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. Burks for 3. The offensive rebound. Rubio the pass to Gobert. Burks sets a screen for Turner. Rubio with it. Now Payton defending. Payton against Rubio. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. The three-pointer off the mark. Orlando with the ball. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Greg, you know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
DJ dishes to Payton. And the pass to DJ. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Shoots off the screen. It's rebounded by Payton.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Free throw good, DJ.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
Rubio outside. Right side Turner. Gobert the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The dish to Fournier. Now the feed to DJ. Here's Isaac. Turner covering, and Fournier kicks to DJ. No good, shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Burks against Fournier, and he gets it to go. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-thru behind the arc.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Wells, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And Rogers subbed in for Peyton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Said the key to this game is how much they can limit the quality looks inside. He said when you're playing a team like this, you don't stand a chance if you give them easy shots down low. We'll see who wins that battle, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. This is to DJ. Rebound, Utah. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. Anderson with the block.
Boy, great to see Anderson reject these shots. I mean, he's an excellent defender, very skilled at that end of the floor, and takes pride in being a shutdown defender.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked, you're toast. They learned that lesson there.
McDermott kicks to Exum. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the screen. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Exum's got his first points in this one.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line. And that sends DJ to the free throw line. It's on Jared Sullinger. The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Exum to the right side. Sullinger outside. Here's Mitchell. Sullinger the screen with 2 seconds left. And so the first quarter is in the books. Magic lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. All right, the second quarter. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Peyton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. DJ out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Rubio kicks to Yarebko. Feeds to Turner. Gobert the screen. Turner passes to Gobert. It's tipped.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots. Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
The Jazz have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Clark, as you watch the game at both the college and pro levels over the years, what has been the biggest change for you in your view of that?
Well, you know what, Kevin, there are a couple of things. The athleticism, the real emphasis on training and strengthening the core, meaning from your kneecaps to your sternum. The work that's done to train the hamstrings and quads and glutes and that core area as a place of power, as your center of power, is one of the significant changes I've seen, not just in basketball, but all sports. And it's benefited the athletes greatly and the overall athleticism. And then from a playing standpoint or on the floor standpoint, I think the three-point shot. I think that's been the biggest dramatic change in the game.
Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Rudy Gobert.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Rubio dishes to Urebko. They set the pick. Off the pick. He can't get that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Rubio with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Oh, that's blocked. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. .44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Payton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Rubio outside. Turner inside. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Charlotte.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Outside Turner. 3 seconds left. It doesn't go for him.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Magic out in front, up by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run. We're getting out the rim fast and getting out the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination, strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
So on the floor for Utah, Evan Turner is out there with Urebko. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Isaac's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Magic. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered a big performance. He finished with 39 points and added to his scoring by grabbing 7 rebounds. He was great in every facet of the game. Afterward, his coach couldn't stop praising the effort. Kevin will see if he maintains that inspiration tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
The first free throw is good.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
Burks kicks to Gobert. And stolen by DJ. Fournier passes to Payton. Off target from three-point range. And the story for Jonathan Isaac, as a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis.
The Magic making a switch here. Biyombo's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Sullinger's checked in. And DJ throws it down.
And, you know, the scary thing is he's still adding to his offensive game. Man, he's a thrilling player to watch. Love the confidence, quiet confidence he brings to this end.
Rubio dishes to Turner. Gobert the screen. Outside Turner. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 5. Over Payton. Rubio can't get that one to fall.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Payton against Rubio. Payton kicks to DJ. Here's the screen, and DJ throws it down.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
And the Jazz call time here. Clark, we know how big a Ohio State fan, I'm sorry, the Ohio State University fan that you are. Who is on your list for best players in the NBA coming out of the Big Ten?
Partner, you know me well because I was going to go right at you to correct you on that. It is the Ohio State University, as you indicated. Well, right now, probably have to go with Mike Conley. He's been superb throughout his career, particularly the last 4 or 5 years in terms of outstanding Big Ten players. Draymond Green, how can you not mention him? Double-time NBA champion. And then Oladipo out of IU, another guy that might be worthy of consideration there.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And here's McDermott. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Hollis Jefferson. They can't stop the run with that one. The Magic leading by 12. 1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. And DJ throws it down.
And DJ doesn't take chances this close to the basket. When he's in this deep, he's focusing on one thing, posterizing you.
Exum passes to Sullinger. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pass to Exum. 18 feet out. Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Alan Williams, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Now, here's Exum, guarded closely. There's the pick. This one for 3, connects from three-point range. Exum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Utah. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Justin Anderson. And Utah with a change here, too. Jerebko's checked in for Sullinger. Jazz trail by 15. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Taken away by Williams. Here is Rogers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. On the wing, Gordon buries the long-range jumper. And the Magic lead by 18.
Man, I like seeing Gordon stretch his range a little bit. I mean, the three-point shot is still a work in progress for him, but I think he's only going to get better the more experience he gets shooting it from there.
And so it's Orlando holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action after this word. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
One of the biggest things is not to react to anything. Okay, get to the next play.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. DJ is checked in for Marjanovic. Isaac comes in for Williams. Fournier is checked in for Wells. And it's Payton in for Rogers. Utah also making some changes. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Urebko. Alec Burks comes in for Mitchell, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Aaron Gordon out there with Isaac, and it's DJ in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And he makes good on the layup. DJ's got 28 points for the game.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
And Rubio kicks to Turner. Gobert the screen. Off the pick, but they recover it. Magic leading by 17. DJ kicks to Payton. He feeds it to DJ. Back to Payton. Here's Isaac. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Utah shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And Rubio kicks to Turner. Gobert the screen. Gobert with a screen for Turner. Shoots from the elbow with the putback. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. He's got 19.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Kicks it to Burks. Rubio outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's taken away by Payton.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Magic.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sellinger, no good. And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball.
Like how committed DJ is once he gets deep position now. He's doing it with force. Exceptional at drawing contact in the post.
Free throw good, DJ. And both free throws good for DJ. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wagner. McDermott dishes to Exum. There's the triple, and that one drops.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Great game, DJ.
Thanks.
Listen, the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
Okay. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Right this way.
Hey, Shaq here. You showed me a lot out there tonight with the way you were able to dominate the glass. Was that something you set out to do?
Shaq, something that we always talk about in practice and in meetings is how we want to close out possessions on defense. I mean, that is something that we all bought into, and it's the goal of ours each time we take the court. So I'm not so much worried about my individual performance on the glass so much as how we rebound as a team.
Spoken well. You should take Kenny's place. Back to you, Ernie.
What's up, you guys? Today we have Vintage Lee joining us on 2K TV. Thanks for coming on the show.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge down on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, LeBron.
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year.
Ready to go?
And both teams are pretty loaded in the front court. Chris, that was your neck of the woods, wasn't it? What's it like in there for the big fellas?
Oh, man, they're going to need a lot of ointment after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat. No tears. Don't cry to the ref. Just get ready to wrestle. Let's just manhandle each other. Let's have some fun inside.
I bet you were sore after many games, weren't you, with all the contact inside that lane?
Oh, man, can you imagine taking an elbow from a Mutombo or a Shaq right in your sternum? Yeah, you come home and you look at your body sometime, you're like, what is this on me? So it's really physical in there, a lot of stuff that the fans kind of don't see, but you got to love it. You got to be ready for it every night.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's ZJAMEZ in at the center position. You know, Chris, LeBron took a lot of heat going to Miami, but when he played with the Heat, he said he learned a lot how to win there. And certainly the results show with 2 championships and 4 NBA Finals.
The fans in Cleveland, they should be happy that he left, learned how to win there in Miami under a great leader like a Pat Riley, and came back and brought that knowledge to Cleveland and won their first championship. I'm sure all is forgiven now.
And it's DJ missing. And here's Cleveland. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
Gotta respect how DJ handles himself on the court. What a tremendous work ethic this guy has.
And both free throws good for DJ.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Now here's James. In the game against Boston, very impressive. And Love throws it down.
Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Payton.
Now, DJ plays with a lot of confidence. When he's slashing to the rim, he's looking to get all the way to the cup.
Now James outside Thomas. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play. He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
The pass to ZJAMEZ. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's already a second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Magic have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And DJ throws it down.
And DJ is tenacious on the drive, exceptional at getting speed behind him and soaring for the slam.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to LeBron. Shot left block. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feed. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Now here's DJ. 32 points for him last game against Utah.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
Back to James. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. There's 1:54 left in the first.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Thomas. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that game against the Celtics. Crowder sets a screen for Thomas. In the corner, it's James. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. James has got 6.
That's just the vision of Thomas, spotting the open man and delivering the ball on time and on target.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the defensive adjustments in that one? Their communication was brilliant all night.
Well, they really work well together. They trusted each other. That's how you get stops.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Anderson comes in for Isaac. Evan Fournier's checked in for Wells. And Rogers subbed in for Payton. And that one, good.
DJ is used to getting knocked around while shooting. Remarkable composure. Still finds a way to sink that shot.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Rose kicks to Thompson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Thompson's got his first basket.
Look, I love how Thompson maintains his focus. He doesn't let the D change his shot selection.
And DJ throws it down.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rose kicks to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Outside Thomas. 5 on the clock. Lure sets the pick for Thomas. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Good luck trying to chase Thomas through screens. With this low center of gravity and quickness, he corners so quickly.
Anderson kicks to DJ. That one, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Good. DJ's got 13.
Even when you get a hand up, DJ finds a way to score. What concentration. He is too tough to stop in the paint.
It's tipped. And so it's DJ making highlights for Orlando. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better.
Well, that there is straight talk. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Then it's Rose, and it's Zizic in at the 5.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He scored 32 points and caused real problems for shooters with his shot blocking. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Oh, yeah. Once he got them on the ropes, he never let them off the hook. It was full-speed energy basketball at its greatest.
Chris, I know that when you go through a season, there are certain matchups that you love and certain ones that you don't. When you were playing, which other power forwards did you just dread, just did not like going up against?
Well, Kevin, I would kind of change that and say dread to me was love, meaning that I dreaded and I loved to go up against Tim Duncan because you knew you had to be prepared that night. I loved and I dreaded going up against KG. You know, I played in the era where in 1 week I could have played against Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Akeem Olajuwon. This is all on the West Coast. So for me, you know, I dreaded the Western Conference, but what's so good about it is that you just have to be prepared, and you can't dread the NBA. It's like you grew up wanting to play against the best players in life, and so I really loved the fact that I had to be my best every night, or you're going to get embarrassed in the league. So it was every power forward.
Never an off night, was there, Chris?
Never an off night, and you know, so I can't say I dreaded Karl Malone over Barkley or Olajuwon over David Robinson or Tim Duncan over KG. It's just like, hey, man, you got to put your big boy pants on, get ready, and go to work, baby. Put your hard hat on.
And the shot goes down.
See DJ shoot from the mid-range, doing his best to keep this part of the court alive. It's not just all about layups and threes.
Here's Rose. It's deflected. Tries yet again. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Zizic. From 11 feet away, here's Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got 6.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
There's a screen. Love with the screen for Rose. Over Gordon. Rose with another miss.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Isaac. Gordon a screen. And it's DJ missing.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in the high school.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half, he was not only changing shots, he was sending them back into the crowd.
They've got Peyton. Gordon out there with Isaac, and it's DJ, and it's Wells in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now, here's DJ. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. In the corner, it's James. It's a pick by Love. Osman. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series. And Elfrid Payton, the 10th pick back in that 2014 draft. And remember, the Magic looked at him as their point guard of the future. And last season, at times, he was coming off the bench. And it's been about that lack of progress as a shooter that I think is the biggest concern with this team. Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now here's James. He's got 6. Kicks it out to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Misses the 3. And for Elfrid Payton, shooting has always been his Achilles heel.
Yeah, as a defender, passer, penetrator, I think he's solid. But shooting has become so important in our league right now. He needs that perimeter shot to really have a chance to get to the next level.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Lure the screen. Thomas against Rogers. From 7. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
And DJ throws it down hard.
Now give it up for DJ. Plays with such ferocity, especially when he's going up to ram it home.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Outside Rose. Back to Thompson. Shot to stop the run, and it's DJ with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Rogers. There's a good screen. Here's Marjanovic. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
No more for his scoring than his playmaking, but Thomas looking to become more balanced as a lead guard.
Orlando's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Rogers passes to DJ. Here's Rogers. Good work defensively by Crowder. And so it's the Orlando Magic sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Magic leading by 14. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Jay Crowder out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Zizic in at the 5, down low.
Well, give DJ some credit. He's extremely efficient. He knows where his spots are on the floor.
And Chris, you could always face up so well from the high post when you played. Which power forward do you think has the best face-up game out there right now?
Well, I think in order to have a really good face-up game, you have to have another threat, and that's to be able to drive and finish strong off of one leg. And you definitely look at a guy like Towns in Minnesota. He has that. He's so explosive. He can finish with either hand. I also think you have to look at Anthony Davis. This kid, he can stretch the floor, shoot out to the 3, but also his first step is so quick. The same with Cousins. The fact that he's 7 foot, can post you up, but his first step being quick off of a pump fake, he can do it as well. And don't forget about Blake Griffin. When he gets to that 15-foot spot, you really have to honor his jump shot. So those guys come to mind as far as big fellas that can face you up and knock it down.
I know you took great pride in your decision-making in terms of when to shoot and when to drive.
Yeah, I think your shot selection is your defense as well. You shoot a bad shot, a team like Golden State could have 6 points on 2 possessions off of 2 bad turnovers. And also I think it shows a commitment to your team for wanting to win. You know, just because you have the green light, why take that when a teammate might have a better shot that's open? So I think it takes a little bit of humility, but definitely a basketball IQ that says, wait, this is the smarter play right now. Can you think it on the live and while it's going on? So it's definitely important to be able to make those decisions.
It is, yeah, it is. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And as successful as LeBron James has been, a max contract, all the endorsements, everything else, he's made his mark with his philanthropy.
Well, Kevin, my favorite part about LeBron is what he's done off the court. I mean, $2.5 million to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Think about this. This might be one of the greatest philanthropic moves, in my opinion, by an athlete. $40 million to pay for the college tuition of 1,000 Ohio school children. I mean, he's affecting the world in ways much larger than basketball.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, guys, I know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath, and let's get it done. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
The Magic leading by 12. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
From the inbound, and DJ throws it down.
You better keep DJ away from the basket. He's adept at getting deep in the paint and finishing with force.
Kicks it out to Love. The three-pointer, no good.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Here's LeBron, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And James loves torching defenders with his pull-up jumper. Play up on him, he goes by you. Play off, he'll pull up.
DJ dishes to Payton. That three off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's LeBron. They get the rebound. Zizic with the bucket.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out. That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And stolen by DJ. Tipped away. Kicks it to Wells. Offline with his three. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And I want to see more of this. Love is excellent at muscling through contact. It doesn't matter how hard you hit him, he can still get it done.
The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. DJ kicks to Payton. He dishes it to DJ. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we know some crazy stuff happens out there, but everything would have to go their way for them to finish this off.
Thomas kicks to Love. James outside, and stolen by DJ. Fires from the line. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Magic lead by 9.
Now you got to do more than that to stop DJ. He's too strong, refuses to be tied down on the way up.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 9. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Orlando making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Gordon. Justin Anderson comes in for Isaac, and Roger subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Kilpatrick passes to Rose. Over Rogers. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Rose, that's good.
And how about the airtime improvisation from Derrick Rose? Able to hang and finish with a defender looming.
And DJ throws it down.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're behind by 11. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, they can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends. For the vast majority of the game. And
as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, your effort at the defensive end was a key to the win. Was that an area of emphasis going into the game?
Defense is always a priority when I'm on the floor. I make that known. You know what I'm saying? Defense and offense are both priorities, and that's one of the reasons why I'm such a great leader on this team, is that I make everything a priority so we can focus on things that we need to and not overlook something.
Well, if everything's a priority, then nothing is a priority. It's kind of zen. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
So, who was your favorite Celtic of all time?
I'll probably have to go for
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Taking a look at the 76ers. Now, this is a grudge match. They lost in the...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
How?
We are nearly...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique. Teams still learning the ins and outs of their systems and how to play together in these early games. If you were coaching, Clark, and your team was struggling, how long do you wait before making changes?
It's hard to say, Kevin. It's a matter of feel and understanding your personnel, and sometimes it's gut instinct, consulting with your staff. But I think you've got to try to keep your changes to a minimal, and when you do make them, try to make sure they're relatively small changes so that you have a chance to adjust and your team does too.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, Elfrid Payton is out there with Wells, and it's DJ, and there's Gordon, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Cousins with the bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Orlando on D. Fultz dishes to Embiid. It's blocked. About a minute played so far here in the first. And that one goes long. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
Shot clock at 3. Keeps it alive. It's hauled in by Gordon. On offense, here are the Magic. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
You're right, Greg. They took care of business against them in the conference finals. Now looking to do the same thing tonight.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Embiid the screen. Covington in the corner. Fultz with the ball. Last game he had 13. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Over to the left wing. Good on the three-point shot. Fultz has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's just a good job of recognizing when you have a chance to get the steal. I mean, Fultz doing a nice job showing off his defensive prowess.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Love how hard DJ works. I mean, much respect for his skill set and his basketball IQ.
And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does embody a lot of the grit that you come to know and expect from Philadelphians. I mean, it reminds him of where he's from. He's faced the media through tough times. He's always candid and forthright. And he's coaching with a long lens, as he put it, building towards something great. And, man, I tell you, that passion and enthusiasm just oozes out of him, which is pretty cool to see.
Kicks it to Embiid. Covington passes to Fultz. Knocks it loose and stolen by DJ. He kicks it to Wells. Puts up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Hey, Wells is simply an offensive machine, and he's really confident shooting off the catch.
Luwawu, the pass to Fultz. He feeds it to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Cousins with a screen on Payton. Here's Fultz. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
To the inside, here's Embiid. They get it again. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
No easy chore keeping the 7-footer off the glass. Embiid crashing with intentionality.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Holmes sets a screen. Rozier kicks to Holmes. To the wing right side. Here's Magruder. No good on the triple. Magic leading by 3. To the left side wing. Back to Fournier. Feeds it to DJ. Stolen. 3-on-3. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And DJ throws it down.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time, instead going straight to the rack.
It's been all about DJ for Orlando. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just playing.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He ended with 31 points, and he seemed to have a hand in all the big defensive stops, putting up good numbers in both the steal and block columns. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
Dishes it to Fultz. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. And it's denied.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Up top, Covington. Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DJ.
And the one thing that you got to love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
And, you know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
.44 seconds left in the first half. And you ask the scouts about Fultz, he has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
Just 4 to shoot. Elbow shot. Offensive rebound. Embiid. From downtown, Embiid. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 7.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
And so it's the Philadelphia.
Thanks. Coach, what's stopped you from getting what you want?
Well, they're just a great defensive team. You know, we're not handling our pressure well enough. We're trying to work it inside. They're fronting, and we got to execute our counters.
Yeah, all 5 guys have to get involved. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And the 3rd quarter about ready to get underway. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Fultz is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Clark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment, you know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
The Magic have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The 76ers leading by 7. Embiid with a screen on Payton. Screen by Cousins. There's a screen. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. Cousins has got 10 points.
And, you know, Cousins is tough inside, but he's got a nice outside touch, too. Didn't have that shot when he first got into the league, but now he does.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Korkmaz checked in for Robert Covington. Then for the Magic, Alan Williams, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Evan Fournier comes in for Isaac, and Rogers subbed in for Elfrid Payton. To the paint, here's Embiid. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And guys, the big fellas don't always capture the fans' imagination. But Clark, having that charisma makes a difference, and Joel Embiid has plenty of that.
Yes, he does. Charming and funny. I mean, from his love of Shirley Temple to his aspiration of learning to be a point guard, you never know quite what's going to come out of Joel's mouth. And he's enjoying social media, too. You got to be careful there, though.
You're right. Pass to Rozier. Embiid the screen. Puts up a 3. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Rogers. The dish to Anderson. Pass to DJ. Puts it up from 17. No good on that one. Good D by Embiid.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fades away. Nice touch on the bank shot. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. From 13, and Embiid with the block.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming. Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Screen by Cousins. And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And Fournier kicks to DJ. And DJ throws it down.
Cannot give DJ that kind of position. I mean, once he's this close to the bucket, he's looking to throw it on your head.
The 76ers leading by 13. Rozier the pass to Cousins. Screen by Cousins. Passes to Korkmaz. Williams against Cousins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the... Here's Fultz. There's the feed to Covington. Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Cousins. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just tremendously physical. Cousins not afraid to rearrange some furniture in there.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. On the court for Orlando, they've got DJ. Wells is out there with Peyton. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Holmes sets a screen. Kicks to Fultz. From deep. Rebound by the Magic. DJ's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Covington against Gordon. It's taken away by Peyton. And here we go. Peyton heading to the hoop. And Peyton throws it down.
When Peyton's on you, beware. I mean, this guy works hard on the defensive end and pounces on his man to come away with steals a lot of the time.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Cousins with a screen for Fultz. Holmes kicks to Cousins. Shoots a fader. That one wide left.
Gotta give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
Lets it go from 11. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from DJ.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Fultz dishes to Cousins. That's tipped.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Embiid the screen. And that one hits back iron. The Magic trail by 10. Peyton outside from deep. No good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 4-3, Covington, but they get it back. And it's DJ with the rebound. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon. Nice D from Cousins.
When he's got that kind of positioning, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
Embiid, the pass to Fultz. Some solid D here from DJ.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, the mid-range game of Isaac continues to get better, showing great strides in being a threat from here.
Covington setting the pick for Fultz. He dishes it to Covington. He kicks it to Embiid. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And Embiid is H-E efficient. That's super efficient, folks. When he gets cooking, the defense knows they're in for a long night.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. And Philadelphia making a change here. Luwawu's checked in to the wing right side. Now here's Covington. Not a lot of room. He feeds it to Embiid. That's tipped. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. 1:31 left in the game. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Luwawu. Gordon against Cousins. And Embiid throws it down.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball, and that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against Orlando.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Fultz kicks to Cousins. Embiid. That one goes in. And the 76ers lead by 12.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it. And that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Feeds it to DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
And he does get the second one. And that brings them within single digits. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And stolen by DJ. Jumps up. And DJ throws it down.
Boy, you got to like seeing DJ find his rhythm out there like this. I mean, when he's clicking on all cylinders, the defense is in for a long, hard game.
Yeah, got to like seeing DJ come through in big spots. Absolutely fearless. Such a clutch player.
.12 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. So the 76ers win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.